a proposal template and they said, this is great. Where's your software? I want to use the software. And the light switch kind of went off there, like, okay, maybe I might be onto something here. And so I found some people, a web development team. I knew nothing about software, but I had this idea in my head. So I kind of put it to paper, talked to the web development team, put it together. And then I met with my management staff, my supervisors. I took all the input that they had. I met with our cleaners. I took the input that they had. What do you guys need in software? In a system, on a mobile app, anything like that, because we've gone through all the software systems and they're all great. They're all great, but sometimes they have maybe a little bit too much or not exactly what you need, right? And so I said, okay, I'm going to tailor this just to my business itself. So what we do on a daily basis. And so that's what we did. And really, what Cinch is, it's not really an all-in-one software system, because there are some stuff like timekeeping and things like that in your financials that really don't need to be in the software, because you're going to use QuickBooks or some time management keeping software. So really, this is your sales and operations piece. And so, from your CRM system, keeping your prospects and customers, all the needed notes that you have. And as far as breaking it down to, who the assigned cleaner is to the account, how many hours a night it's clean, how many days a week it's clean, adding any pictures, any maps, anything like that into the system. That everybody's got a smartphone. All they got to do is open it up, see the account that they're cleaning, and any information that they need is all right there at the touch of a button. And, where I'm at, it's a lot of Spanish speaking workers that we have.
Yeah.
I don't speak any Spanish. And so it's hard for me to communicate. So we've added the translation piece on there. So from the scope of work to doing work orders, we translate it into any language that you need. But for us, it's Spanish. And then on the sales side of things, when my sales guys come through, because I've got a decent sized sales staff, and I don't like my phone blowing up every single minute of the day, because this guy's got a question, that guy's got a question. And so we've simplified it, and that's just another word what Cinch is. Cinch means another word for simple. And so from the calculators itself, they're going to know based on what they put in, days of the week, how many hours a day, what's the hourly rate. Our calculator figures out, the rest of it, the payroll, taxes and insurance, your overhead and your profit percentage, and it's going to spit out a price for you. And we've set the parameters on there, so I don't have to approve a price. I already know that their numbers are going to be legit based on that calculator. And then we took that calculator and we basically made a calculator for floor care work. So stripping and waxing floors, doing carpet cleaning, and it also works for final construction cleaning. So again, my staff just pumps in a few answers in there, and it spits out a number for them.
Wow.
And then we made it even simpler, because there's some systems, when you're putting together your numbers into a proposal, there's kind of some back and forth to different tabs and things like that. So we put together what we created. It's called the create a bid button. And so you just basically hit that button on the system, and it's going to walk you through step by step. You can't skip any of the steps, but it's going to walk you through step by step, from entering the prospect into the system to putting in, what you need to know about how many hours it's going to take each night, how many days a week. Then it's going to take you to putting together a scope of work, and then it's going to combine everything into a proposal for you. And so